Information for those thinking about a Yin Yoga teacher course. Yin Yoga is one of the fastest growing yoga styles in the world. There are many reasons for this, but one of the most powerful is that it makes people who practice it feel so good. Because there are so many students who are excited to learn Yin Yoga, it has created a huge demand for teachers who can instruct their students in this form of yoga. For yoga instructors who want to learn how to teach this popular style of yoga, here is a look at a Yin Yoga teacher course. What is Yin Yoga? Yin Yoga is one of the most intense forms of yoga imaginable. Unlike the forms of yoga that have traditionally been practiced in the West, Yin Yoga is dedicated more to balancing energy than to get a good workout. That is not to say that people who practice this style of yoga do not feel the effects. In fact, Yin poses are held for much longer than they are in traditional yoga. Most of the poses are done on the floor, and they are held on average for 3 to 5 minutes. Some poses are even held for a staggering 20 minutes duration. There are 3 benefits to holding poses for long stretches like this. The first benefit is the meditative state that practitioners reach while they are holding poses for so long. This calms the mind and helps to reduce stress levels immensely. The second benefit is that it helps the energy levels shift in the body. Keeping the pose held for several minutes gives the energy a better chance of shifting among the body's chakras. Finally, perhaps the greatest benefit of holding poses for several minutes at a time is that it allows the tissues deep in the body to stretch. When holding poses for less than 2 minutes, the only tissues that are affected are the superficial tissues. When the deeper tissues are targeted, it greatly improves the flexibility of the body. This form of yoga is particularly beneficial for older people. As people age, they naturally lose a tremendous amount of flexibility. This is especially seen in the hips. Many of the poses in yoga target the hips, and practitioners will quickly see an improvement in their ability to open up their hips. Training to teach yoga instructors who want to start teaching this form of yoga will need to undergo training with a qualified teacher trainer. Yin Yoga teacher training lasts for roughly 50 hours. 36 of those hours are contact hours in which the students will work hands-on with the instructor to learn the poses and what to look for when teaching them. The other 14 hours are typically spent outside of the classroom. In these off hours, students write in journals and reflect on what they have learned inside the classroom. This helps them to process the information and absorb it more quickly. Any yoga instructor who is looking for a great new yoga style to incorporate into her practice will find that Yin Yoga is an excellent fit. This is a style of yoga that will only grow more in demand as the population continues to age. This style of yoga is very rewarding to teach, and the benefits it offers make it a popular yoga class that students will flock. Information for those thinking about a Yin Yoga teacher course. Yin Yoga is one of the fastest growing yoga styles in the world. There are many reasons for this, but one of the most powerful is that it makes people who practice it feel so good. Because there are so many students who are excited to learn Yin Yoga, it has created a huge demand for